welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name's Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday, the 5th of June 2023, and this is episode number 150. Wow. 150. I actually have to look, see if there's a total of exactly how many videos I've uploaded. Because I know there's 150 episodes of this, but obviously that's not including all the others. Anyway, we have a packed, and I mean a packed episode today. So I am just going to go with it, and it doesn't really matter how long it takes because I've got so much to show you and talk about. First of all, I would like to say a big thank you to everybody that kept their fingers crossed and sent over their prayers for the medication change that went out on Friday. So far so good. So I am feeling a lot more alert, which is a good thing sometimes. Oh dear. And is there anything else? Yes, there is. Anywhere you can find me is going to be down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today also, or anybody, will also be down in the description box as well. And a big thank you to everybody that supports us on in my Ko-fi account and also on the super thanks. So thank you so much to that, and you're all welcome here to this channel, even though it's a bit of a madhouse sometimes. Right, you'll just have to excuse the look, but it's hair trim day tomorrow, so as you know, I don't like putting stuff on it or anything. I like when Lou come round to give it a good trim with just natural, but she's actually going on. I normally have my hair done every 4 weeks because it grows so quickly, but on the 4th week this time she's going away, which I did say, you know what I mean, you know, come on. But yeah, she's going away, so I'm gonna have to go 5 weeks. So I've peaked. I haven't let anybody know, but I'm gonna go a bit extreme because I've got to make sure it lasts 5 weeks. Unfortunately today I have Glenn off work, and I also have him off work at the moment tomorrow because he's not well at all. But yeah, you know, oh, he's not well. He's got a really bad migraine, and most of us know what they're like. Bless his heart, bless his heart. Right then, so because I have so much to show you and so much to talk about, I think we better just hop right in. It's been absolutely gorgeous here on the southeast the last few days. It's a bit cloudy today, but it's still lovely and warm. This temperature I can handle. But they have said on Thursday, they reckon it's because the whatever it's called, the streamy thing is turning and everything's coming in from the south, so they reckon we're going to get hot. And I do not do the heat, do I? You know that. Oh well. Lucky I've got little projects on the go, really, isn't it? Right then, so let's hop right in, shall we? First of all, we have knitting. In the knitting, I have a cast off, a finished object, I should say, and a new cast on. I had some cross stitch done as well, so obviously the old brain was working, kind of. Well, to its normal stage, do you know what I mean? There's not a lot in there anyway, but you know, the old that I could do some of my cross stitch. And I have a couple of questions that I've been asked about the tools and everything I use, so I'm going to include that in that section as well. Crochet, wow, we have, what do I have in crochet? I have the progress on my mother-in-law's cardigan. Honestly, I'm loving that project so much. I really am. And also, my yarn pack came. But that should really go in the naughties, but I'm bonneting with a crochet. There is a naughty as well. There might be a couple. But also, back this week, honestly, it's not often it pops up. It's what have I found in the charity shop. They're not craft related, but my gosh, have I got some booties. So I thought I'd show you those as well. Okay then, right, so let's start with the knitting, shall we? As you know, I have been making from the lovely Becky Monday, as Monday, M-U-N-D-Y. Where is the #1 pattern? Let's get the her new pattern release. honestly, as soon as I saw this, it's called, here it is, bookshelf socks. I just had to get it. I really did. And oh, what a pleasure these socks were to knit. They are cuffed down. If you see there on the sample, the pattern has gone right down on the foot. I personally, I don't know if I've got sensitive feet or what. I don't do feet at the best of times. But no, I just do them on the leg and then just have plain vanilla feet. And this is my finished socks. Oh, I do love these. And I've even sewn in all the ends and everything. But look at that pattern. Oh, it was just such a pleasure to make. Let's see if I can get it. There we are. Look at that. Honestly, oh, they're just a pleasure to knit. These really, really were. So it's a 3-row repeat and 2 of them are knit. So it's a simple pattern. So anybody that's already done a couple of vanilla socks can quite easily, and I mean quite easily, class this as their first knitting pattern socks, because it is so nice to do. The yarn was gifted to me by my lovely friend Kelly, and it is the Lay Family Yarns. It was a sock set, and it's called Summer, Meadow and Wildflowers. It's a 75/25, and I say it was a sock set, and it's from her Ironbridge collection even. I absolutely love the colour. I really, really do love the colours. I did these on Magic Loop. And I did, because the pattern required for my size, well, the pattern is used for a 2.25mm needle. From now on, because, gosh, I found it hard with the not having my unicorn needles, I must admit. I don't know what it is, and you can't get the Addy unicorns in a 2.25. They don't do them. Wish they did. So what I'm going to do from now on, if there's any patterns out there that require a 2.25, I am just going to use my 2.5 unicorns and just go down a stitch size. That's all I'm going to do, because I just love my unicorns, and that's Nancy's fault, I will say. If I hadn't seen them on her Instagram, gosh, that was a while ago. She's do you know what, bless her heart, I always forget her podcast, don't I? It's Kitty Knitter, I think. Oh, she's so much fun to watch. She really is. Such a laugh. But yeah, so yeah, I absolutely loved making these, and I was so happy when I got these off the needles. Right, okay, so on Friday, as you all know, I was eagerly waiting for this pattern to come out, and it did. And it had a discount on it until yesterday, I think it did. So as soon as I got up Friday morning, that was it. I looked, and I must admit, I noticed that my friend Raylene, I got it right this week, hi, she had just beaten me on buying hers by the looks of it, with a comment that she'd left on the bottom. Now this is from Jen Yard. What a great second name, in that yard of fabric. I know, brilliant. Anyway, these are the Grannies in a Row socks. Apparently these took a good 2 years in the making, and I know that the girls from Woolen Wishes, they've all been waiting for it. We have been so eager on this pattern. Look at them. So you've got your crochet granny squares around the top, and then the rest is knitted. They are so much fun. I'm going to see if I can't show you them. Right, now, if there's anybody out there that buy the pattern, I will say, please read it through. I always do read my patterns through anyway, but I will say that this is, the crochet especially, is in US terms, not UK. Easy transferred over, you know what I mean? So not a problem, but just be aware of that, okay? If there's any out there that are beginners. Also, she has done a written, and she's also done the charts for the Grannies. And please don't look at it and think small, medium and large, they all look the same. The graphs ain't, the patterns ain't, okay? Look at it more carefully. I can't tell you any information because it's a paid for pattern. But please take a good look at it, because there is a difference in every one of those sizes for the granny squares. Now, luckily, oh, another thing is as well, she has given the sizes in US foot size, which are different again for ours. So work that out. I've gone for the stitch count, or what I normally use. So I normally use a 60 stitch with a 2.5 millimeter needle. So the one that's come up in that size, I've just gone over to me 2.1. I'm going to go over to me 2.5 needles rather than doing the 2.25 recommended, but that's fine. And I've just changed over that with the crochet hook as well. But anyway, I am doing Scrappy, and if you remember, a few weeks ago now, some lovely sisters sent me a gift box of some bits and bobs, and it was lovely, absolutely lovely. And in this gift box, there was one of the sisters, Lizzie, had got all these scraps, these minis. And I said to Glenn, this is absolutely ideal for what I'm going to do with these socks. So at the moment I've done 4 of the little grannies. So there's 4, and they've all got to be blocked afterwards. So there's that one, that's turquoise, that's blowing out a bit. There's this one. You say you use hardly anything at all. And then that one. So when I actually get all the amount of granny squares that I need to make for both socks, then I am gonna cake all these up as randoms and have 2 50-gram, sorry, I've got an itchy eye. Oh dear. 2 50-gram balls, and then start doing the knitting. I've read through how she does it all, attaches this, that and the other, and it's so clever. It really is clever. I do have this left over from the heels and cuffs of my other socks that I've just finished, so I'm going to pop that in there too. I do have these left over from the other socks, but I'm going to make a pair of shorties with those, I think. So yeah, I am just so excited. So there's my needles. There's my unicorns. There's my yarn cozies. I am going to be putting on the umbrella toe, because that's just better for my foot size on the end of this sock. So yeah, I sat there yesterday with this little 2.5, here it is, little 2.5 hook. I love doing small work, I really do. And I sat there making the little squares yesterday that I got so far, and I'm just enjoying this so much. So yes, I will definitely be showing you the progress of that. So hello Elm. So that's the knitting. Oh, he's gone again. Talk about Elmy. Most of you that follow me on Instagram and Facebook would have seen, and I'm going to put up a photograph. I got up yesterday morning because Glenn worked so much over the weekend, and he was I got up at 6, and he'd already got up at 3:45 to get down to work for 5. Now, between him leaving and me getting up, which was just over an hour, Elmo had done something downstairs. Something had spooked him, or I don't know what, because I didn't hear anything, or it's seen a bird outside in his whatever. Look, he broke my pumpkin plate. I know. What can I say? What can I say? He's lucky his mum, I love him so much. That's all I am going to say. I turned it over, and unfortunately all the front had all been chipped away badly. Here he comes again. And I took a photograph that you're seeing now, and I sent it to Glenn at work, and I said, look what he's done on my pumpkin plate. Because that's what I had for when I make the cups of teas and the coffees, and put that on there, and put them on the mugs on there and stuff. And anyway, when Glenn did come home in the morning, I said, he's lucky he's not on the doorstep with his potty and his food bowls. He went, yeah, as if that's going to happen. butter wouldn't melt, honestly. He's on there now, looking at the birds from up here. So yeah, so hopefully, because that I got obviously at autumn from Asda, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get something either the same or similar this autumn, but we'll see how it goes. But yes, he's broken my pumpkin plate. I mind you, and then I looked at a positive, because there's the pumpkin plate and then there's my tree mug that's got all my Emma Bridgewater on it, and I said, if you'd have knocked that off. Because I always buy seconds, you see, so they're all unique. They're funny shapes and sizes, all mine are. So yeah, little devil. He is a little devil, but you've got to love him, ain't you? Anyway, right, that's enough of Elmo, what he's been up to this week, breaking a pumpkin plate. What else did he do? I said earlier on, I said to him, I said, you've done something. You've got 2 out of 3 this week so far, and it's only Monday. Right then, okay. Now we're going to go into cross stitch. Right, now, as you know, I haven't been able to concentrate on the old cross stitch for a while, but I got it out and, oh, I am absolutely loving this. And now I say I've been asked some questions, so I've brought everything up so I can talk to you. Oops, what's that? Oh, yeah. And explain, what I do and how I do it and everything else. Right, is that everything I need? I think so. Yep, that is. Right. So, as you know, I am doing country cottage needleworks, and it's Count Your Blessings. That is the pattern. I'm still not convinced about those trees. I haven't been right from the beginning, and I'll show you in a moment. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Right, okay. So, now I have my house completely finished. And I've started putting the fence up this side and then put the fence up that side. I might just leave that like that and then put the words, Count Your Blessings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 2 little wassail names here at the side. I don't know, I'm going to see what it looks like, but I'm just not convinced with those trees. I don't know why. I just don't know. But yeah, I am really enjoying this. I love the way that the house came out. I really, really am happy. I do use the, where is the name? Here it is, the Nudge hoops. I got mine from Hobby Jobby here in the UK. Recommended by my lovely friend Susie from Susie Stitcher. She's a naughty girl. But I'm glad she did. I'll tell you, they are brilliant hoops. They really are. Right then, I was asked about my setup. Now, obviously, I have the little workroom, which is, you know, the name is what it is. It's a little workroom, you know, and my stitching and stuff like that I do downstairs. I have a beautiful couple of floor stands. I have big ones that go out this way, and we haven't got anywhere to house them downstairs when they're to be up all the time. So a while ago now, I invested in, let's take this bit out, this, which is a table clamp. Now, if I remember rightly, I'm sure you can buy this as is, or it comes with the wooden bit that comes out with a hoop already attached. Now, I like, as I say, using the Nudge, so I invested in another part, which I'll show you in a moment. So what happens is I have my little table in front of me, and then that clamps to the table and screws up, and then you unscrew that piece here. I call this my little barrel. And then this is the part that I invested in separate. You might even be able to buy them as a set now, I don't know. So I can put whatever size hoop I want in it, and then you attach it in like that, screw it up, and then you can have this and adjust this to however height and like this. It goes up and down to comfortable for how you're doing your sewing. So that actually goes on to, hang on, that's better. It goes onto the table, and then the hoop goes into it from this angle here. as I say, well, you see the size of this big. This is the biggest hoop that I have, the square one, and it holds it absolutely brilliantly. It really does. You know, I've got no complaints. It doesn't flop forward. You can't even get it in. But you know what I mean? It does hold it. Oh, hang on. There you go. See, it holds it in absolutely fine. And then you leave it up and down for your casting off and casting on and so on. Then, because I like to use the hand underneath and the hand on top and feed it through like that. I have tried stitch in hand, as I've made that quite aware on this channel. I just can't do it. It doesn't matter how many times I try, I just can't do it. I am a hoop stitcher. That is just what I've come to the conclusion. Like with my cuff down, I'm a cuff down girl on my socks. I am a hoop stitcher with my cross stitch. So yeah, but that is what I use to hold that. And then what I do is I take that out like so, and then that actually fits in the project bag by the side of my chair with everything in it, you see. So there's nothing like a big frame floor stand out or nothing like that. Also, someone else noticed, let's put that there, that I have got this and this. Now obviously this is magnetic and it's got a line on it, so you can put that on and then follow your line. I personally do not mark any of my charts, and I don't actually, unless it's a really intricate one, I don't actually photocopy them. I can see where I am just looking. So you know what I mean, that's just the way that I've always done it. Now I brought this set when I was in Canada, so this is how old this is. One of the corners, this here is actually, you can see it's got a bit of a, I think that must have been on the travelling on somewhere. But as soon as I was asked, I did Google, and you can get this. DMC do one, and it can be got over here in the UK. This is separate, and yes, you can still buy one of these. So this is a magnetic board for cross stitching, and you do get the magnets with it because this holds your pattern on. And this is a cross stitch magnifier. Okay, I think they look a bit different, obviously, because they've been updated, but they're both I'm sure they were. I know this was definitely DMC. I don't know if this was, but anyway, you can definitely still get them, and they are a handy bit of kit. Now originally I did buy, there was a plastic, very flimsy, I will say, stand that you could buy separate with this, and I wish I hadn't have done it because it broke over the years, and it was just definitely not worth it. But as I say, it might have been updated. But as I've said before, my brother brought me this, which is even better because look how small it goes down to. And this is like this is a tablet stand basically, and it's got the spongy bits here, so it holds it a lot better. And let's just get that up like that. So on my little table, it stands like that, or it can go landscape or portrait, depending on what way you want your pattern. And yeah, and it doesn't slip, it doesn't fall off. So it's worth getting one of these than it is actually getting the stand that, and obviously this is, I'm assuming is like, you know, probably a quarter of the price. And it's even got the spongy bits on the bottom, so it doesn't slip or fall over, where that I found with the other one, which was for cross stitch, it did fall over a lot, and to say it broke in the end. So that is basically what I use my tools for my cross stitch. So I get it all set up on my little table that goes over my lap, and I'm sitting there stitching away. And yeah, you know what I mean, I did that the rest of that house and started that fence in less than an afternoon, just before the football started on Saturday actually. So that's what I did. And as I say, and then it all fits nice and tidily like so. Whoops. Like so, like that, in my project bag. So yeah, that's basically the tools I use. Okay then, so that is my cross stitch. Now we're going over to the crochet. Now, as you all know, and oh, let's get this. And that is lovely to hear that some of you have actually brought this pattern and this pattern book and is happy with it like I am. I actually invested in this, the West Yorkshire Spinners Sundance crochet book. I can't find a project in here that I do not want to make, honestly. And as soon as I saw it, I said to Glenn, you know, what about having your mum one of these for Christmas? He said, definitely, because that will keep her nice and snugly warm. So as you all know, I cast it on. I got my wool from the main colour from Wool Warehouse. No, I didn't. From Hobbycraft, which is their Women's Institute. And where it is, there we go. And this is the back piece, because it is a long with a bit of shaping, so it's wider at the bottom and then it goes up. So she's 4 foot something tall. I know I'm 5 foot, but she's even shorter than me. So yeah, and honestly, oh, it's all granny and clusters, and I am loving every minute of this. So I got the back done, and I have already started the first front. This is the base of the bottom part, and now on the next row I'm starting to do the decrease like as on there for the side. Such an easy pattern to follow. As I say, I'm enjoying it so much. Okay, now I don't know what that was, something's come up on my screen. Now I can show you, because I've got them all. I did show you most of the colours last week, what I've got, but I was actually the blue one. Right, because as you know, I got these two from the charity shop, didn't I? But they are new, and so that's going with that. No, it's not. It's not. Right, okay, that's going with that. That's it. That's going with that. And then the other Women's Institute I got was the denim. What a beautiful colour that is. So they will go like that, and then on the sleeves and the hood and the pocket, and this denim, there's 2 balls of this, will actually edge the whole cardigan as well. Oh, honestly, it is such a pleasure. It really is. I am loving every minute of this. Is there anything else? I'm going to keep that there because there's something else I want to show you, actually. Yes, I think that's it. So I've got the back completed, and I've already started on the front. Hoping to get the 2 fronts done, because after that it's all the coloury bits. Look, because see, after I get the 2 fronts done, and then I can do, I think the pockets last. Get the sleeve, because you've got your cream in between. You've got your lovely hood. Let me see if I've got a better picture of the hood. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Gorgeous hood, as I say. And then the cuff and the edging is going to be in the denim as well. Oh, I'm just loving it. I can't wait. I say I'm definitely going to be making myself one of these. Definitely. And then to go with it for her Christmas present, I am... Here it is. Right, okay. I am going to be making her this shawl. If I have any yarn of the colours left over, I'll probably use them and just top up with the cream, I think. That's what I'll do. And that's it. That's it all close up. Absolutely brilliant. I love this to bits. So, yeah, that's going to keep her nice and snugly warm. Okay, anything else? As I mentioned last week, I have to be a bit quiet just in case I think he's in there. I don't want him to wake up. As you know, I said I was gifted a pattern from some lovely friends. My friend's daughter, which I didn't know, is actually a pattern designer. And so if you look on... Was it Mondays or Wednesdays? I think it was Wednesdays. That was it. Wednesday's video. What have you been up to Wednesday? If you look there, and all the information's there. But this is the lovely Cheryl, and she gifted me, because she'd actually made just in case, a Bigfoot amigurumi toy, and she'd gifted me her pattern. Now on the actual picture you see her holding, let me see if I can find, here he is, you see her Holden one done in a cream, and I did say actually on the pattern, because I printed it off now, look at him in the brown. He's so cute, isn't he? I've already got a box of different shaped of eyes and everything, so yeah, so I'm going to be making him for Glenn for Christmas or his birthday. I can't wait. So he will definitely be crocheted up as well. Okay then, right, so what do we have now? Oh yes, right. As you know, Made by Anita, which is the designer who did the coronation blanket, is launching a new blanket on the pattern on the 22nd of this month. I can't wait. And it's called the Scandi Flower, I think, or the Scandi Blanket. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. If you go over to Snuggle, have I got it written down? I bet I haven't. Snuggle. What is it? No, I haven't. Snuggle Bean, that's it. Snuggle Bean Yarns. She's actually doing yarn kits. I know she did sell out, so I don't know if she's got any left. But as soon as they were actually, you could pre-order, I was on there. You can have 2 different colorways, either with a white background or a navy, and obviously I chose the navy because that is just my color. And honestly, I can't wait for this pattern to be released. I really can't. This is the yarn. And now there is a little video because I couldn't bring it all upstairs. So this is the yarn. It's sitting downstairs in my trolley, all ready and waiting for the 26th. No, 27th. No, 22nd. 22nd of June. So yeah, you know, it's only the 5th. Got a little way to go. And I can't wait. I really, really can't wait to get this started. Oh, it's so much fun. Anyway, if you hop over to Anita's Facebook group, that is where you get all the info. She's doing a little bit of a crochet along, but it's not a Pacific one, you know what I mean? It's like a bit like the coronation, you know, we did try to keep it going, didn't we, to keep it up with it and everything else. But this is more of a free for all, you know, you can hop in and out and do what you like kind of thing. But there is going to be video tutorials, she has said, over on the group. Her group is so friendly. It really is brilliant, and everybody helps everybody out. It is absolutely great. And you know, they are just so friendly, they really are. Also as well, Anita has said, if you've got stash, you know what I mean, you don't, obviously you can just buy the pattern on its own and just do, you know, use from stash. But it is a beautiful, pretty pattern, and I can't wait to get it on the hook. I really can't. But look at those colours, they're amazing, aren't they? Oh, Elmy's on the move. Hello, you on the move? Huh? Yeah. So yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, can't wait for that one. Really, really can't wait for that one. Also, this Saturday, is it the 10th? Yep. This Saturday is World Out in Public Day. So I wish there was something that was organised more, you know, organised here in this town, but unfortunately there isn't. So we're going to have someone, we're going to have a tail in a moment. He's sniffing everything. Yeah, so it's here you go. There you are. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see if I can find somewhere to go out and sit in it or take me crochet. But yes, it's this Saturday. There is little like yarn shops that are doing stuff. Lovely Sam Sconch, she's got a big event going on up there, but it's like an hour away, unfortunately. I wish I lived closer to her, I really do. But yeah, so it is big Knitting Public Day on Saturday. So, you know, just in case anybody didn't know. Right then, now what do we have on my little list here? Now we have, I'll do me naughties first, actually. Yeah, I'll do me naughties first. Right, let's do me naughties first. Right, as you know, I have got a bit of an obsession, or a problem, as people might say, with the Crafty Gnomes collection from Emma Ball. God, that's what my socks are in. I know. And I did show you a couple of weeks ago, didn't I, that I had actually invested in the project notebook. It's brilliant. And it's really good. It's like I've bought here, the 2nd of June is when I finished the back of the cardigan. You know, I'm loving this. I really am. And I gave in. I did. Lucky I did, really, because I do need to follow written down for the decreasing and everything on the cardigan. But I gave in, and I ordered from Sconch from Sam, because that's where I get it all from. The notebook. Look at the end papers. I sound quite sounded as if I knew what I was talking about then, but they are in. Look at those. Ain't they amazing? And that's the other end. It's lovely lined, and as you can see, purple ribbon. Can't go wrong with a bit of purple. And this is obviously my setup for all. So that's the continuation of the back, and this is the front that I'm doing at the moment. Honestly, look at this. I just love it. I just love it. So I've got now, I think, all that I need. I think. I really do. Because obviously I've got me. That's just from a crochet though, that is. So yeah, it really, really is brilliant. And if you notice here, look at those. Sheep. And in this one, along the bottom there, I've left them downstairs, and and I thought when I was out a little while ago now, and I picked up from Home Bargains. I was trying to think when I was out, actually, don't worry. I'd gone off in a world of my own. I would trying to think, and went into Home Bargains, and at the end, one of the ends, they've got a whole rack of all the, and I've left them downstairs, I wish I hadn't, of all these pads of stickers, and you get 5 sheets in each, and they're £69 a set of 5. Woman, what are you on? 69p a set of 5 sheets. So obviously I got the farm animals, as you can see there. So some of the farm animals. I think this one as well, because haven't I used it? Where is it? Oh yeah, look. The barn. I love the barn. There's a cat. There's loads of different ones. And I also got different hearts. And I thought, well, you know, just makes it look nice, doesn't it? Why not? So yep, so that is my naughty. I think that is it. Yep, that's the naughty. Okay then, right, now we have what I have found in the charity shop. As I said, it is not craft. One of them I'm using for craft, but the other two, I just can't believe I found these. I really can't. And I think my friend Teresa is going to go, really? How on earth did you find these? Especially at that price. Right then, okay. As you know, I love reading. I just love books. Look behind me in my library. I just love books. And, oh my gosh, I watch Miranda Mills. I've watched her for ages now, absolutely ages, on YouTube. And her knowledge of books and the books her and her mum has, it's unbelievable. It really is. She uploaded a video yesterday, and then she's taken the rest of the month off because she's got family commitments and stuff like that. But oh, her knowledge of the books are brilliant. She also do run a book club on, you know, she says what book it is going to be, and then you can you know, record a video in, and then her and her mum will sit and talk about it at the end of the month. I would love to take part in a book club, because I have noticed on the up at Manningtree, I've mentioned before, there is an independent bookshop open, and I can't wait to visit it. But they actually have a book club as well, but unfortunately I don't read quick enough. I'm a slow reader. Even though I read mainly every night, I'm just such a slow reader. So, you know, but she did say yesterday, Miranda, that in September they're doing, oh, what's it called? Goodbye Mr. Chips, I think it is. Now I love that, and it is a thin one, so that's in September. So I might see if I can find a copy in a charity shop, and I might see if I can take part in that, because it's not very thick. I might be able to keep up with that one. Anyway, I've finished a book, which I've got to do a rating and tell you about. I've nearly finished another book. I've only got a few pages left, which was gifted to me by my lovely friend Sue. And that is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I'll be doing a book review when they're both done. I thought that'd be better. But what I found in the charity shop this morning, because I left Glenn to have a little bit of peace, and I went out, I had to do some shopping, and I thought, let's go to the charity shop, as you do. And I got this one, Wintering, by Katherine May, for 80p. Now, this one is supposed to be really, really good. Now, is this the one that actually starts? Yes, this starts in September. The prologue starts in September, and then it goes through the months through to March, and then the epilogue is late March. So I'm thinking I'll put that one away and I'll start that in September. Yeah, as if so I probably won't be taking part in her book club. And yeah, so that's when I'll be starting this, because apparently this is really good. This one I can't believe I found. I really, really can't. Let's see if I can take hold on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, okay, let's take that off, because this has got a special cover on it as well. So this is the Stubborn Light of Things by Melissa Harrison, and as I say, it's actually got this special beautiful cover that comes over. But look at that. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? The actual book itself. And Teresa, you're not going to believe this, girl. £1. I found it for £1. I know. So it's a nature diary, and I can't wait to start this. I'm thinking, is this another one that starts at a certain time of the year? Oh, a spring, summer, autumn, winter has got there. So does it actually? Anyway, I'll have to have a read through, because I only just got them. So but it's also got the illustrations inside. Oh, I just can't wait to read this. I really can't. Let's see if I can find another. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful for £1, and also with the special cover. I can't believe I was lucky enough to find that. So 2 brilliant books that I have found. Also, this was a while ago now. Talk about bargain. I can't believe this. Now, I didn't realise I'd got a bargain until I got home, I must admit. But these ones were actually, I will say, these books were from my local Bernardo's, which is down in the town. This one here is from the Children's Hospice. And this was sat in a corner, and I thought, oh, the bunny be perfect size for my crochet blankets, or at the moment, as you know, I've got the cardigan on the go, and didn't think anything of it. So I quickly whipped it up, because it's so sturdy, it's brilliant. And the illustration on the front is just amazing, isn't it? And it's got studs on the bottom. Then when I got home, I noticed this. And oh, let's turn it around, and it says on it, I've never heard of them. It says Tillyanna, if anybody knows. And so it's a Tillyanna bag. So I googled it to see what Tillyanna was and so on, because it's got like posh leather handles and all that lot. And I got it for £4.50. Yes, it was a bargain. Because when I actually did Google tin, and that was their Easter, this year's, I think, yeah, it was this year's Easter special, and it was a damn sight more than the £4.50 that I paid for it. But as I say, it is brilliant size for fitting in like crochet blanket. I wish I had it when I went to the alpaca farm, because this would have been perfect for the big blanket. But you know what I mean, it is just so, and it's got a solid bottom. So I'd never heard of them. So they are on, they're UK based, is what I've learned on Google, and they are all made in the UK, and they're on, is it not on the high street or something? I think they've got their own website as well, but they're taking a break at the moment. So I've had some bargains, haven't I? Had some bargains. Right then, okay, so I think that is everything this week. I think I've answered all the questions that was asked about the cross stitch. I've done all that. I've shown you all my bargains. And yeah, so I better go and see how my Glenn is, bless him, because he's not at all well. He really is not well at the moment. So I'm playing nurse, which is unusual because it's normally the other way round. Bless him. He tries so hard. He really does. Does it all and then end up poorly. Bless him. So yeah, and so I will be back on Wednesday. I do have a couple of what have you been up to Wednesdays. This is the email address if you could send in you know, what you've been up to, basically pictures and so on. It doesn't have to be craft related, like I've said before. It could be gardening, baking, day out, it could be anything. So yeah, you know, it's just fun for us all to look at, because we do love looking, seeing what you've all been up to. Okay then, I'm going to go down and edit this, make myself a lovely cup of tea, get in the shower, wash my hair ready for tomorrow. I am so excited for tomorrow to get the hair cut. And yeah, that's it. So from my little fur baby and I, he's bimbled off now. I will say I will be back on Wednesday with what have you been up to. And please, sorry? Oh. So enjoy the cooler, warmer weather, if that makes sense. Well, we've got it, because it sounds like it's going to get really hot. So I've got my shorts out ready, because I've got to the age where I don't care. I know I'm pale, and yeah, my dad always used to say to me when I was younger that the sun reflects off my legs because they're so white, but I've got to the stage where I just don't, you know, if I'm comfortable and cool, that's all I worry about. So anyway, I am going to be off, and I'll be back on Wednesday. So please, please take care, stay safe, and as always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye.